Chicago. And we are back again this time on another fantastic sucker-free Monday. It is absolutely fabulous outside. Come outside, get some sun on your face. But be careful out here because you got all of these bandits out here looking to rob you, mug you, carjack you, stab you, kill you. So y'all watch out for these people in the streets. But don't let that deter you from coming outside and having a little fun. Yeah, you got to get outside. It is magnificent out here. Don't you see what the sun does for my smile? It can do the same for you. The only thing you have to do is get some peace in your life, come outside and get some sun on your face. Yeah, get some of that natural sunbathing, okay? Yeah, we need all of the sun that we can get, especially just coming out of the winter and we're in the spring right now. It seems like the weather has just broken. For the most part, it's going to be fantastic. So I think those hoodie days, those coat days may be over with, those scub cap days may be over with, but I may not want to talk too fast, okay? You never know what the weather is going to be like here in the big windy city. Yeah, we've got a little stream behind us. We're in the suburbs right now and enjoying the weather. Doing some hiking, all of that great stuff. Sightseeing. Yeah, it's a lot of things to see in Chicago and in the suburbs of Chicago. I'm just saying. But the Chicago madness does not stop. Are you all familiar with the Harold Washington Library, downtown Chicago, right there on State and Congress? They say that they've been having problems with sexual assaults, violent assaults, drug use, mental health crisis, all in the Chicago Public Library. They say that they don't have enough staff to help prevent some of these issues. However, I can remember back in the time when I used to go to the library as a child in grammar school and in high school. We didn't have no internet back in high school. You had to go to the library, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't have no encyclopedias at home, the library was the spot. My library, downtown, the one that was on Randolph Street in Chicago. Y'all remember that library? The main library where you had to walk the swirl staircasing. Yeah, on Randolph in Michigan. Back in the day, we didn't have computers. We actually went to the library to learn things, to research material, to do homework assignments. And sometimes to even pick up a girl or at an adult age, a woman, okay? I love the library. I find very attractive people there, people who are there to learn, not to make a ruckus. And by the way, for all of those who are out there in the chat room, I want to say thank you. I can't exactly read your name because of the sun glare, but you could have been somewhere else doing something else with someone else. So I want to thank you for stopping by to see what we have to say here today on this fabulous Monday. Okay? But getting back to the library. Yeah. Library used to be one of the most sacredest place to be. Yeah, sacredest. Yeah. There was nothing but volumes of books. People who wanted to learn. All of those sexy librarians, okay? I'm just saying, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? But now it has become a place of violence, a place of not so much of learning, a place where you can go and get on the computer and do all type of crazy things. You can sexually assault people there. Hell, I remember back in the day, early 2000s, I used to go on the 7th floor of the Harold Washington Library. They had a restaurant up there. Oh my God! If you all didn't go on that 7th floor back in the day, I feel sorry for you because it was going on the 7th floor. Restaurants, chandeliers everywhere, sunlight coming in from the window roof of the library. Very elegant. The tableware, the silverware, the food service was magnificent at an affordable price. I used to take dates there back in the day. They were amazed with what went on in the library. But nowadays, you got all of these young people. You got all of these drug addicts in the library, getting high, sexually assaulting people on elevators, stairwell cases. It has been reported that some workers don't even take the staircase. Any place where there's no camera, they really try not to go, because they will never know what situation that they may end up with someone who wants to become a criminal. I'm just saying. So watch yourself. And according to the reports, this is just not the Chicago Public Library downtown. They say that this is nationwide in the libraries. Come on, y'all. We got to do better than that. If you can't go to the library and learn and feel safe, the library used to be a place that you can go to feel safe and get away from all of the ruckus, but the ruckus has come into the library, disturbing all of the intelligent minds that want to learn something. We got to stop that madness. Chicago madness is off the hook, do you hear me? People getting shot every day. People dying at all ages, shot, killed, standing at a bus stop, walking down the street. Hell, even the police got action. Just got arrested for a DUI. And the Chicago police just shot some young man over there, okay? It's sad, because he ran towards them with a gun. Now, you know that COPA is going to be all over that to ensure that that is what really happened. You know? Because remember the incident that happened with the young man? Derek, what was his name? When the cops shot 93, 94 times in seconds. What was his name? Derek what? Anyway, COPA got down on that, and those officers not looking good right now. Even though his family got money for the case, they still doing some investigation with those police. Yeah. The police are under fire right now for doing all type of dirty work, as they always been doing. But it seems to me that COPA is trying to get under their skin. And by the way, if you're downtown in Chicago, you may want to watch out for those teenagers. Chicago police are on high alert for a teen takeover on the lakefront. Last weekend, this weekend, and further weekends that's coming up in the summer. Maybe I can catch you down there on the other end, like on 31st when they got the house music parties going on at the lakefront. You'll catch me there. Yeah, it's going down this summer here in the big windy city. What city and state you from out there? What's going on in your city? What's going on in your town? Is your town as crazy as Chicago? If your town is more crazy than Chicago, damn. Where you at, in Memphis somewhere? I'm just saying. Hey, but not only that, has Chicago gone wild with this madness, and the library are having problems? You even have McDonald's that are requiring patrons, if they want to dine in, they have to be 21 years or older. And you can find that McDonald's in Fairfax County, Virginia. They not playing. You can't even go to a McDonald's without people smoking in McDonald's, without people drinking in McDonald's. And I'm not talking about soda, lemonade, or water. I'm talking about real alcohol in McDonald's. And they all seem to be young people. Young people, 17, 18, 19, 20. Have no respect for the children that surround them. Have no respect for families that's dining in at McDonald's. But Fairfax County McDonald's is trying to put a stop to that. They're trying to put age restrictions on entering and dining in at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of fast food restaurants, here in Chicago, you all can get free White Castles today. In the Chicagoland area, yeah, it's the Sliders Day today. Yesterday at Burger King, they was handing out free Whoppers for Mother's Day. But today it's Sliders Day all day at White Castles. So if you're interested in White Castles or you never had White Castles, it's hard to understand that you never had White Castles if you're from Chicago. Only people I know that haven't had White Castles are the people that's not from Chicago. Just sort of a tongue twister, but I worked that out for you all. Yeah, crazy in Chicago. And speak of craziness, what do you all think about the 12-foot black woman statue that's there in downtown New York City, Times Square? It seems to me that that statue has brought out a lot of right-wing stupid people, stupid critics. The critics that even got so bad about a black woman being in Times Square in a statue, many of those section of her people said that she looks like somebody's black mother on food stamps, asking about where is her food stamps. Said that the black woman is fat. Said that looked like she's begging for something. With her hands on the hip. Isn't that an image of any woman? I'm just saying, if that statue was of a white woman, they would have never said that. But this is how small that their minds are. This is how they were reared and brought up to be stupid people. Stupid people. Anytime that you have to try to degrade another section of a people to make yourself look good or to feel good, you a piece of sugar honey iced tea. Yeah, you one of those people that Donald Trump should send away over there to those prisons in Ecuador, to those prisons over there in Venezuela. Yeah, to that prison they got over there in Cuba. What? Guantanamo Bay? Yeah, they need to send you right there for being stupid. And you can be there with all of the other stupid gangsters and be treated like a Maytag, because that's what needs to happen to you. It's sad that we are living in 2025 and you still have these section of a people who think that they are better than anybody. I'm just saying. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And if the shoe fits, wear it. If you're one of those Karens, if you're one of those Kens, if you're one of those Hi Hitlers, hey, you need to be standing over there by the gas chamber. Yeah. Because we don't need you here in America. We don't need you here in America. And black people are tired of you anyway. 100. Have you seen those videos lately with the Karens and the Kens? Get up in black people's face. One of the worst things that they can do. Yeah, it's getting real out here. Very real. And they're becoming more aggressive today. Having more bold of a stance. Only regretting it in the end, which they should. Why would people see the image of a black woman and say nasty things about her when it was the black woman who helped reared some of you all former white slave children? She was feeding you on her breast. You were suckling on a black woman's breast, feeding you. Why your mama couldn't do that? I'm just saying. And speaking of that, you right-wingers, your forefathers was breaking into Shake Shacks, raping those black women that you call it angel mamas, raping those black women that you say that's waiting on food stamps. Hell, we didn't have no food stamps back then. We just had the crumbs from the so-called slave master's table. And yet, Billy Bob, Billy Joe, and Billy Jum were busting to those black women's slave quarters and sexually violate them. So much for the white woman and her statue. How about that? It's a damn shame that we have to live like that in these times. But these are the followers of the current rulers of this country. Think about that. Be careful in Ohio. Hell, you might want to be careful in every neighborhood and every community in America right now, because Donald Trump got these South African refugees coming over to America right now. Just got rid of some immigrants that he didn't want here, but he wants the Caucasian immigrants from South Africa here. I hope y'all paying attention. Yeah, so expect your neighborhood to be influxed again. Let's see what Donald Trump and this administration give to these South African refugees that he's bringing in. I'm sure that he's going to give them more than what you already got for the people who are here in the nation that are legal residents of the nation. It's going to be another, what's that move? An overplay for the underplay, just like he did with all of these immigrants, undocumented people that came from Ecuador, Venezuela, and every place else. And he just sent all of those black people back to Haiti. And yeah, he getting rid of all these African people, but yet he bringing all of the Caucasian people in. I'm just saying. So y'all get ready for WAR. I don't care which way it go. Not to mention the fact, where they gonna get jobs at? Didn't he just cut out all the jobs? Where he gonna shelter them at? Because the people here can barely afford rent. I'm just saying. Isn't this an abuse of power? Isn't this another slap in the face to the American people? Is it not? Is it not? Y'all may not think so, but it is. Sad. Now, the thing is, you have to ask yourself when that statue is going to be tipped over. Because you're going to have some silly white people out there that's going to do that. And I hope that they ass get busted. I hope that they get busted and go to jail. Expect that black statue woman in New York to be vandalized. So, to prevent that, maybe some brothers or sisters should volunteer their time on security for that statue, because you know that the New York City Police Department is not going to do it. With all of those black people that's out there in Times Square at all times in the middle of the night, hey, I know, I used to live there. That's not a guess. That's an actual fact. That city never sleeps. That city never sleeps. You can go downtown Manhattan, Times Square, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. You got artists drawing with oil paints right there in your face, painting pictures of the city, painting pictures of people, painting pictures of images from their head or from images that customers give them to create from. Times Square is a beautiful place, so if you've never been there, maybe you should want to go there one day, okay? But it's a beautiful place to be. Magnificent. I'm just saying. So brothers and sisters, somebody needs to protect that statue, make sure it's not tipped over, that it's not vandalized, that no harm is done to it. I don't know if you can steal it, you know, like they did the Jackie Robinson. They just dismantled that and tore him down anyway, but they stole something of Jackie Robinson's. Yeah, wasn't it the whole they sawed it off some kind of way, or it's like they had to have a welder or, you know, to loosen it up and melt the thing and take it out. I don't know. But let that not happen to that black woman statue in New York City. That statue, if it wasn't for black women, there's a lot of things that this country that you call America would not be. In fact about it, black women have not only been the backbone of black men, black women have been the backbone of America. Put that in your hat and smoke it. Okay? And speaking of smoke it, when you all are out there on the road, smoking a cigarette, going to visit your family members down there in southern Illinois in those correctional facilities, know that many people are being turned away from visitation because of lack of workers. They say that these prisons like Pinckneyville and Menard has been on lockdown for almost 2 years, okay? No visitation. They have lack of staff. You mean to tell me that if the prison is locked down, there is lack of staff to bring an inmate to the visiting room? And these visitors don't find out that the visitation has been canceled until they get there. So they actually drove there for nothing. What do you think about that? Do you think that's right? Do you think that's not right? I think that's not right. Because if the prison is on lockdown, what are the employees doing? Walking around? They not mopping. They not sweeping. They not cooking. That's the jobs of the inmates to do. What, you understand what I'm saying? So my advice to young black men and young black women, if you want to see your family, don't go to prison. Stay out of prison. Stay out of the traps. Stay out of the holes. Stay out of the pitfalls that are set before you by this land of opportunity. Yeah! They got a lot of traps for you here in America. You all just got to be aware. To be aware is to be alive. I know that I've been promising you that audio series on Mo Powers. I've been rolling. I just got back. Okay? I got the material read, but I just haven't tweaked it out. But you see, I've been working on We Got That Smoke. Have you all been enjoying that We Got That Smoke episodes here on this channel with none other than Minister Louis Farrakhan? From the numbers, I would say that you love it and that you like it. And I will continue to go into my crates because I got a whole lot of videos of Minister Farrakhan when I was in the Nation of Islam before he sold the nation off to Scientology. But he told you he was going to do it, so there's no surprise. He told you that he was going to do it. I've had comments in my comment sections, like one brother said that the minister never came to my hood. Well, maybe you don't remember. The minister has been retired a long time. And seeing that the Nation of Islam has been sold to Scientology for over a decade, a lot of brothers have went their own way in regards to not doing Scientology, but actually staying with the basic information and methods and strategies and godship of the original nation. Okay? And we're still out here right now. I should have been suited and booted. You're not supposed to see me on the camera anymore without being suited and booted, okay? This is a backstage promise, because it's fishing time right now. And I'm not talking about getting the fish out of this water, but I am talking about getting the fish out of man's water, okay? It's time to go fishing for the brothers and the sisters. The weather have broken. Brothers still be out here, man. I don't know what city and state that you was from, but I will reply to that message and find out where you from. However, I did leave a message to you in the reply saying thank you for viewing the show and watch more to come. Okay? So yeah, it's fishing time. So I don't know, I can say about 70% of the time when you see me doing the LIVE, suited and booted. Yeah, that means I'm going walking with the brothers trying to save some souls. Okay? I'm just saying. But anyway, the audio series will be up and running this week. The introduction part is already done. And it may be like a 2 or 3 part series, and that'll be it, okay? Versus the all book thing, I know how you all probably want me to do that, but sometimes people like to see it in increments. I mean, it's easy to write the number down and you put the whole book. If you write the whole book, if you do the whole series in one book, they can write down where they stopped off at. Some people just like it in sections, you know. But either way, it'll be up there this week. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Don't worry. As soon as we finish doing this video, we got a couple of more things to do when we go out here into this phenomenal park, where I'm at right now, and I'll get to that editing, tweaking out the series of Stolen Legacy on Mo Powers, okay? But if you're interested in other audio series, on that channel, MOPOWERZ, you can find Black Men of the Nile and His Family. You can find From Babylon to Timbuktu. You can find The Message to the Black Men of America, The Fall of America, The Destruction of Black Civilization, As a Man Thinketh, As a Man Thinketh, and The Demonology of King James, The Chronological Order, From Alchemy to Wicca, and a whole lot more. So go over there to that channel. In fact about it, that's going to be all of the scholars' channels, okay? That's going to be the scholar channel, MOPOWERZ. So watch out for that channel. Go over there and view those videos and listen to those audiobook series. And if you're into Chicago old school, hip-hop, R&B, spoken word, comedy, independent movies, go over to my other channel, THEMOSHOW Classics. All one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE, and find the likes of Diane Corder, Dion Cole, Reggie Reg, Quintella, Psychodrama, Crucial Conflict, Twister, Shauna, Creative, Quintella, One Man and a Mic, etc., 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 etc. All over there, and my man Killer Bloodline. All over there on THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE. And on your way out the door, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when I upload videos on YOUTUBE. Also, press those condiments to like and to share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your CONVERSATION. Thank you for viewing, you all. Peace out, and never give up on your DREAMS. We'll see you.